Endemic, epidemic and pandemic are the three kinds of diseases. This endemic is restricted to certain kind of people in certain kind of places. That means this endemic disease will not spread in a large way. It is restricted to one particular place and certain kind of people. But epidemic spreads among large people, but still this is restricted to a particular kind of place, means a country. But when it comes to pandemic, which can have no bias at all, it can spread among any people, among any country. It can spread from country to country and continent to continent. Such a pandemic disease is nothing but coronavirus disease, HIV, Ebola, etc. With this, we'll start Arithmetic Progression 1.3 exercise, second main, which says find the sums given below. Find the sums given below is asked to find sum of n terms. To find sum of n terms, you should know the value of n, or else it is not possible. Okay, children? Now, three problems are there in this category where you have to find sum of n terms. Okay? So, to find sum of n terms, you need to collect certain data. What are the data available? We'll check it. We'll take example, first problem, that is 7 plus 10 and half plus 14 plus etc. Last term is 84. Observe the question properly. 7 plus 10 and half plus 14 plus etc. How many terms are there? We do not know. The last term is 84. Now collect the data. A is equals to 7, first term. D is common difference, second term minus first term. Second term is 10 and half minus 7. 10 and half can be written as 10.5 minus 7. 10.5 minus 7 is 3.5. This is D value. D we have got 3.5. Then what else is available? Last term 84. AN last term 84. So we have three datas, that is A is nothing but 7, D which is nothing but 3.5, and last term AN which is 84. Now you have to find the sum of n terms. How you find the sum of n terms? Just to look into the formula. If you look into the formula, there are various unknown data present, that is D which we know now. A is also known, but n we do not know. Only after knowing n we can find sum of n terms. And you observe the second formula. In second formula we have an value and a value where d is not required, but still n is required. Understand properly. In both the formulae, n is very important. Without finding the value of n, it is not possible to find the sum of n terms. How many terms sum you have to find? So that idea you should have. To get that idea, n value is very important. If it comes to third problem, third formula, in the third formula is not meant for these questions. Why? It's because the third formula is meant for sum of n natural numbers. Therefore, we avoid this formula. And these two formulas are applicable here. To use this formula, we need certain data. Those data are A is equals to 7, D is equals to 3.5, N is equals to 84 is there, but n value we do not have. So without knowing the n value, it is not possible to find the sum of n terms. Now, first we will find the n value. How you find the n value? By nth term formula. Okay, children. So nth term formula is nothing but an is equals to a plus n minus 1 into d. What is an? Given here 84. Substitute is equals to what is a? 7 plus n minus 1 into what is d? 3.5. 84 is equals to 7 plus 3.5 into n is 3.5n minus 1 into 3.5 is minus 3.5. Now you can see that 7 minus 3.5 is 3.5. Therefore, 84 is equals to 3.5 plus 3.5 n. Now you need only n value. So all these things will transfer into other side by suitable operation. 3.5 plus 3.5 is there. So add both sides minus 3.5. So that 84 minus 3.5 is equals to 3.5 plus 3.5 n minus 3.5. This is the addition we have done on both the sides. 3.5. 3.5 minus 3.5 plus 3.5 gets cancelled up. Now 84 minus 3.5 is 80.5 is equals to 3.5 n. Now divide both the sides by 3.5 so that you will get 3.5 n divided by 3.5 is equals to 80.5 divided by 3.5. Now you can see this 3.5 got cancelled up. N is equals to 80.5 by 3.5. Now after this decimal, how many digits are there? After the decimal, 1 digit. If 2 digits are there, there are various operations we have to do. Now after this decimal, 1 digit is there. Therefore, to make this decimal into a whole number, multiply and divide by 10. If after decimal 2 digits are there, multiply and divide by 100. If 3 are there, 1000, like that. Now 80.5 by 3.5 into 10 by 10. This is the extra operation we have done to make this decimal into whole number. Now 80.5 into 10 is 805. 3.5 to 10 is 35. 35, how many times is 805? It is 23 times. Therefore, n is equals to 23. Now we have got n is equals to 23. Once we get the value of n, then you can find sum of n terms. What is that n? N is nothing but 23. So sum of 23 terms we have to find. What actually asked in this problem is to find the sum of 23 terms. Indirectly it is asked by giving certain clues. So after taking all those clues, we have got n is equals to 23. Now we will find sum of 23 terms using one of these formula. Sn is equals to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d, or Sn is equals to n by 2 into a plus an. You can take one of this formula. If you substitute in one of these formula, you will get the same answer. If you want, you can use the both formula and you can solve the problem. I am going to use the second one. Sn is equals to n by 2 into a plus an. Substitute with the given things. Sn is nothing but S23 because n is equals to 23. N by 2 is nothing but 23 by 2. A is 7 plus an is 84. Now S23 is equals to 23 by 2, keep as it is. 7 plus 84 is 91. Multiply 23 into 91, numerator into numerator, denominator into denominator. 23 into 91 is 2093 divided by 2. This 2093 divided by 2 can also be written as 1046 and half. 1046 and half. So this is the answer for first question. Understand, children? It is asked to find the sums. What is the sum here? 2093 by 2 or 1046 and half. You understand, children? In the same way, what we did is collected data, found the value of n. Without finding the value of n, it is not possible to find sum of n terms. So first to find the value of n. Once you find the value of n, you know certain formula. Use that formula and find out the sum of n terms. Understand, children? So these are the steps. In these two problems also, you have to follow the same way. In these two problems requires the same method. Therefore, all the three problems doing at once. Now take second problem example. Second problem says 34 plus 32 plus 30 etc. etc. 10 terms. How many terms are there in between we do not know. First we will find what is the n value by collecting data. What is the data? A is equals to 34, d is equals to second term minus the first term, 32 minus 34 is nothing but minus 2, and the last term is 10, that is n is equals to 10. Now let's find n value. How you find n value? By using nth term formula. Very often I am mentioning the formula here in each and every problem. I am mentioning this formula. Why? Because this formula is arriving at the solution. This formula is helping us to arrive at the solution. So whoever helps us, it is very important that we need to remember in our life to our parents, our teachers, our friends, whoever they are. If they are helping, it's our duty to remember. So this particular formula is helping us to arrive at the solution. Therefore, every time, even if it's risky, no need to worry. You mention the formula and then proceed. Now, VAN is nothing but 10 is equals to, first term is 34 plus n minus 1 into d is minus 2. Data collected here, okay? 10 is equals to 34, minus 2 into n is minus 2n, minus into minus plus 1, 2 times. Now see here, 10 is equals to 34 plus 2, 34 plus 2, these two are the constant, so we are adding 34 plus 2 is 36, minus 2n kept as it is, okay? Now, plus 36 is there, therefore you add both sides minus 36, thus it becomes 10 minus 36 is equals to 36 minus 2n minus 36. Minus 36 plus 36 gets cancelled up. See properly, what is remaining is minus 2n. Minus 2n is equals to 10 minus 36 is minus 26. Now reverse it, minus 2n written first and then equals minus 26. Just reverse the order and written. Now we need only n value, not minus 2n value. Therefore, minus 2n, minus 2, divide both the sides. Therefore, minus 2n by minus 2 is equals to minus 26 by minus 2. Minus 2 gets cancelled up. Minus gets cancelled up. 2 13 times is 26. Therefore, n is equals to 13. We have got n is equals to 13. Once you get the value of n, then go for direct substitution to find the problem. What is given, okay? So what formula you are using, that it is your wish. Whether you will use Sn is equals to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d, or Sn is equals to n by 2 into a plus an. Any of this formula you can use. I am using the second one, that is Sn is equals to n by 2 into a plus an. Now substitute, direct substitution. n is equal to 13, so sum of 13 terms is equals to 13 by 2, a is 34 plus an is 10. Now 13 by 2 keep as it is, 34 plus 10 is 44. Numerator 13, 44, denominator is 2. So 22 times 44, therefore it becomes 13 into 22. 13 into 22 is nothing but 286. 286 is the answer. So, what is asked? Find the sum of sums given below. The second problem, how many terms you have got? You have got 13 terms. So, sum of 13 terms of this particular problem is 286. 286 is the answer. The third problem is exactly in the same way. Write down the problem, collect the data. A is equals to minus 5 first term, D is equals to second term minus first term, second term is minus 8, minus first term is minus 5. So minus into minus plus, therefore minus 8 plus 5 is minus 3. So what we got, the common difference, D is equals to minus 3, and last term is AN, which is minus 230. So 3 datas we have got. Now what is the next step? To find the sum, number is very important, n is very important. Number of terms, how many terms are there is very important, which we do not have here. So using the nth term formula, we will find n value. So substitute here, n is minus 230 is equals to minus 5 plus n into 1 into minus 3. After substitution, you will get minus 230 is equals to minus 5, minus 3 into n, minus 3n, minus into minus plus 3. Minus 230 is equals to minus 5 plus 3 is minus 2, minus 3n keep as it is. Now we don't want, wherever n is there, in that side, not required all this constant. So to remove this constant, first we'll add plus 2 both the side. Thus it becomes minus 230 plus 2 is equals to minus 2 minus 3n was there. for which we are adding plus 2. Plus 2 minus 2 gets cancelled. Minus 230 plus 2 is minus 228 is equals to minus 3n. Now minus 3n we don't want, only want n. Therefore what we do is minus 3n is there. Minus 3 divide both sides. Minus 3n by minus 3 minus 228 by minus 3. Minus minus gets cancelled. Minus 3 gets cancelled. Remaining is n. 3 76 times becomes 228. Therefore, n is equals to 76. Now we have got n is equals to 26. Now apply the formula Sn is equals to n by 2 into a plus an and go for substitution. S76 is equals to 76 by 2 minus 5, a is equals to minus 5 plus an is nothing but minus 230 substituted here. S76 is equals to 76 by 2 is divisible, therefore 38. 76 by 2 is 38 is equals to minus 5. Plus into minus is minus 230. Minus you have to add. So S76 is equals to 38 minus 5 minus 230 is minus 235. Now S76 is equals to 38 into minus 235 is 8930. 8930. So the value of the third problem, the sum of n terms, what was the n here? N is 76. The sum of 76 terms in this third problem is minus 8930. 8930. You got the point, children? It's very easy problem. Only thing is here you need to find the value of n. N value you find out. Only after finding the n value you can find sum of n terms. Or else it is not possible. 2 steps, remember. Collect the data, last term is given. So you apply last term formula. After applying the last term formula, you will get, last term formula means nth term formula. So you will get the n value. Once you get the n value, go for the substitution with either of these equations so that you get sum of the given terms. Understand, children? Thus we got the solution. If you have any doubt, you can inform me or post me by sending messages. Thank you, children. Bye.